I'm well aware that my content is dying. Bear with me.
That is right, guys. No reaction this video, I promise. Instead, today is more of a prediction-based video. Now, obviously, we're currently in the transfer window, so I'm going to try and predict the best I can. But basically, as you'll guess by the title, today I'm going to be predicting where Town will finish. That is Huddersfield Town, of course, will finish in the upcoming 2021 season. Now, obviously, like I say, we're in the transfer window, so after the transfer window, I'd have a much better idea, but I think it's good to do one before and one after to see how my views change. So, let's get into it. Now, based off the prediction alone, you'll notice a couple of things. One, I'm not being negative anymore, which is a change. Two, I understand the difference in style of football. And three, I actually think that some of our youngsters have a lot of talent, and they do. Now, the prediction itself, I'll get onto that in a bit, but I want to talk about those things. So, obviously, with a new manager, I think I can't really be negative-minded anymore with Town. It's going to make this channel suffer. I can only rant so much. So that's one. Two, style of play from the friendlies. I know they are friendlies, so you can't judge them like towards the season that much. But this style of play that I'm seeing is quality. It's much better than what we had under the Cowleys. No disrespect to them. They came in and did a job. And, I'll always be grateful for the job that they did. But this style of football is looking much more offensively dominant. And it's definitely going to be a better kind of football that we can see. My apologies. But, well, I say we see, but we'll come to that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But, yeah, so the style of football has improved significantly. And some of the young talent I've seen, I think that Diarra, I can't say his name. I think he's from another country. I'm not sure. I'm saying half names now. Creechler, I believe one of them's called. Osterfield, Ben Jackson. They all look quality. They all look like they've got bags of talent, and they can make that push into the Championship. But obviously, they're only going to be able to make that push if we do some signings that can go, alongside them. Some proven signings for once would be nice. So if you've been following this channel for a while now, you'll know I like to waffle, and I'm going to try and stop doing that. But the prediction itself, I believe that we will finish next season 13th. Now, my reasoning for that is, like I said before, all those things, but I don't know what it is. I've got a bit more faith in the squad this year. Obviously, the confidence of the squad, since Siva and Wagner it plummeted. That's as simple as it was. It plummeted, and there were no confidence. No one wanted to try anything, but it's different now. We've stayed up, we clinched survival, and there's a much more positive aura I feel around just watching the squad. Everything just seems a lot more smooth, a lot more organised. Now, obviously, we've got to make the signings to get even higher than 13th, and it's totally possible. We went from annual strugglers to Premier League dreamers, as the commentator said when we won on penalties at Hillsborough. It can be done. I've seen stranger things happen, but we need to make these signings to do so. Now, I'm going to make a video soon, a where do we strengthen video. Literally, where do we strengthen positionally wise, and that will come out soon. But yeah, for now, obviously 13th. This is based off no signings happening, and that the current players stay. Grant, for me, has to stay. O'Brien, stay. All these players that we've got, we saw them flourish last season, and under an attacking style of football, I believe we'll see even more out of them. And hopefully that is the case, but especially Grant, O'Brien. And I think one that will shock many this season is actually Juninho Bacuna. For me, apart from Stankovic last season, he was one of the most underrated players at the club. He's similar to a Hadji and I sort of agenda with some fans. The guy makes one mistake and everyone just thinks, all right, well, he's trash, when he's clearly not. I mean, there were a number of times last season where I saw him get caught up in the corner with no options, no one near him in terms of teammates, and he had to try his best to beat a man and get out of it. And then when he lost the ball, people got on his back. That is not the way to go about it. The guy tried something, he failed. Would you rather him not try anything? Would you rather him just sit there, so they're gormless with the ball? You've got to give these players chances. In the Prem, I saw little bits of skill from Juninho Bacuna, and I could see that this season just gone, that was going to be a season where he could showcase some of those skills and some of that flair that he has, and he did do that against Blackburn, against Preston. He scored some nice goals, and that rocket against Charlton, for me, that was goal of the season. I mean, don't get me wrong, the O'Brien volley was good. The Mounier sort of finesse-esque finish into the top right corner was brilliant. But for me, Bakuna had the ball practically stationary and he just blasted it top left. That for me was the best goal of the season, and I believe Bakuna will shine this season under a better style of football. Obviously, sort of adapting better to his game, which, you know, attacking football will, because Bakuna is a box-to-box midfielder, but apart from tackling, defending, it really isn't his sort of his skill set. I'd say he's much better equipped going forward, and I really think that this will be his year where he gets to show us what he's made of, essentially. So I clearly lied, I just waffled anyways. But yeah, that's all I've got in today's video. Like I say, 13th, I'm going to stick with that as well. 13th is where I think we'll finish. But yeah, that is all I've got in today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, then leave a like. The more likes I get, the more motivated, obviously, I'll be to make videos. It's not that I'm not motivated, it's just a lack of things to post about, of course. Hopefully you can understand that. And it also shows me I'm doing the right thing, making the right kind of videos, doing the right editing, doing the right process, all that kind of thing, all those kind of things. So yeah, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. The more subscribers that are there obviously shows me that more people religiously watch the videos. But yeah, and it is quite mad to think that some people do, which I'm always grateful for, as you'll know. But yeah, also leave a comment down below. Where do you think we'll finish next season? Who do you think needs to stay at the club? What do you think about the new style of football, the youngsters? All of that down below, and I'll get replying. So yeah, massive thanks as always. Really do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.